Alright, Shalom Israel, the brother Bakala here with a hopefully edifying video. First, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Salakia. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, YAHAWAHSHI, Ba'ashem, Rakakadas, and double honors to the apostles and the elders that I learned the truth from, the men of GMS, and the brethren with the like-minded doctrine. And to the Akim and to the Aqua, I want to say to you, Shalom. I seen this video here. Basically, this is the this is the way, uh, that they trying to basically this transhumanism. This is the wave of the future. This is what they looking to accomplish, along with this great reset and digital currency. All this ties into this transhumanism era. They trying to of them living forever. The so-called Edomites. They trying to live forever, and they're trying to create ways to downloading consciousness into a computer, and then into basically a cyborg or robot form of a cyborg or robot form body, download and then download your consciousness to it so they can live forever. This is the step that they trying to proceed in. I'm gonna just let this video play. Then I'm gonna bring some scriptures out afterwards.
In the Black Mirror episode San Junipero, Yorkie and Kelly meet and fall in love in a virtual afterlife. And in this world, the possibilities are endless. They can wear what they want, be in whatever decade they want, and die when they want, including never. This technology might actually be more realistic than finding the fountain of youth. So, will uploading your brain to a computer ever be possible?
I'd be surprised and a bit dismayed if we didn't have it within this century.
The concept of uploading an entire human brain, thoughts, feelings, memories, the whole shebang, and running it on a computer is called whole brain emulation. And there are three main areas of technology that need to advance for it to be possible: scanning, processing power and memory, and environment. Let's start with scanning, since researchers will have to start there too. The first bottleneck we're going to hit is the connectome. The connectome is a complete map of the brain, basically the pot of gold at the end of a rainbow for neuroscientists. Brains are wildly complex. Scientists have only been able to map the complete connectome of one creature, a nematode. And a nematode's brain has about 302 neurons. A human brain has 86 billion. Not to mention the 10,000 or so connections each neuron makes with other neurons. Our current brain scanning tech, like MRIs and MEGs, just aren't good enough to map them all out. There are other methods that could show us a clearer picture, but they tend to be destructive.
So the idea there is once you've preserved a brain, and you can slice it very thin and observe everything that's in there, you can reconstruct a lot of what's in the brain from its structure.
For living brains, the most promising scanning technology we're looking at is electrodes with thousands of recording sites on them.
Now, it's extremely invasive in the sense that there's a lot of surgery involved.
These electrodes, when placed on precise areas on the brain, have the potential to show us thousands of neurons at a time.
Because every single site can record from multiple neurons and identify which neuron it is based on the specific shape of the action response.
Whichever way, the tech has to be capable of scanning and recording massive amounts of data. By massive, we mean zetas of pieces of information. And we don't even know everything we're looking for yet. Many neurotransmitters have yet to be discovered, very necessary pieces of the connectome puzzle. So even if we have all the info, if we don't know what we're looking at, then
it's like a story that's written in a book, but if nobody is reading it and nobody's understanding the words, then it's just black stuff on white stuff.
Right now, each scanned neuron has to be interpreted by humans in real time. Zetas of information slowly sorted by hand. If we even want to begin to read the connectome, advanced machine learning and data mining are going to be pivotal.
because otherwise you end up with systems where the learning, the training of that model, just tuning parameters, takes forever, literally forever, more time than there is in the universe, just because of how exponentially that grows.
Computer processing power has also shown smooth exponential growth over the past century or so. Similar can be said about computer memory. If the pattern continues, we'll likely reach the necessary processing requirements fairly soon. But some experts worry we could be reaching the end of Moore's Law.
I also read that, and it also concerns me.
Moore's Law at one point predicted that computer power doubles every 18 months, and in recent decades, these advances have slowed. If they come to a halt, our computers may never be fast enough to sort through the data.
It concerns me largely because of that big computational bottleneck that I mentioned earlier, the one where you're trying to fit models, and fitting models is really, really hard.
Once we get past that, then we just might be able to get an emulated brain running. One of these WBEs is called a SIM, or Substrate Independent Mind. The SIM would be an exact digital replica of the mind it was emulated from. And we're actually pretty close to memory requirements, so we should have no problem storing SIMs once we're able to create them. But where they'll be stored is a little bit different than where they'll live. And we do mean live.
Would a sim be conscious?
Yes.
Yes. Simple answer.
That is the simple answer.
And if a sim is conscious, it'll need to exist in a place and interact with things. In Black Mirror, the characters spend the rest of eternity in a luxurious beach town. Right now, our virtual reality capabilities aren't good enough to create a paradise like that. To experience virtual reality in the way that humans experience actual reality, Sims would need high-fidelity sensors and systems to sense the world around them. Graphics, at least, are constantly improving, thanks to the speed and size of the video game industry. It's the rest of the senses that will need major work. Everything from tasting a rum and coke to feeling the pain of a car accident. The bandwidth and signal complexity needed for this shouldn't be underestimated. And while virtual reality isn't the only option for a sim, actual reality would still require a few upgrades. First, they need a robot avatar, and robots are generally really good at only one thing. One of the world's most advanced humanoid robots' claim to fame is its ability to climb stairs. Relatively impressive, but not even close to replicating the experience of having an actual human body. Virtual reality offers a human experience and more. In a digital world, Sims could fly, or teleport, or even turn into a lion for a distinctly non-human experience. So once we figure out the technical side of whole brain emulation, there's still the philosophical part of the equation. Would that emulation still be you?
You have to be very careful about these scenarios when you paint them.
The simple answer is, we're not quite sure. Philosophers and scientists have debated, defined, and redefined the concept of you for centuries, and they're still doing it.
If you think there's a difference between getting incinerated and having a replica made with a bunch of fake memory and really continuing to exist, tell me what that difference is.
Either way, you or another you, a sim is conscious, which adds a heaping helping of ethics to this dilemma. In the Amazon Prime show Upload, Sims can be owned by human beings, giving them the right to delete their Sims on a whim. Is this murder? Apparently not in the Upload universe, but it is a question we'll need to answer in ours.
Well, yeah, that's the end of this video. You see what they was talking about? Basically, try to upload consciousness in a some type of avatar or body, and basically in their efforts of what it seems by looking at it, they didn't actually say it, but trying to live forever basically. But I'm gonna grab this next video, from the movie, a clip I found from the movie Terminator 2. And I'll be right back. Just give me a second. Alright, Israel, I'm back. Yeah, I found this short video, a clip from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Basically, they gonna go in the brain of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator. They gonna go in his brain and remove a chip. Basically, that's the whole theme of this this guy Elon Musk. The Neuralink thing, basically that's what they trying to show efforts, and it's basically this is all playing out in the same way as this movie in actuality, because this movie they trying to basically download people brains into consciousness, or they got cyborg people, cyborg humans cyborgs or cyborgs or robots walking around looking like humans. So evidently he came from the future, but nevertheless, and I think this is the same movie that um, the nuclear bomb, a nuclear explosion, destroyed, killed the people in the city, or whatever. I think this is the same movie, but it's all playing out. You see all that's playing out there, even with the transforming human consciousness into chips, so they can live forever. And also, this nuclear capability is also here too. But I'm gonna just let this clip play. I'm gonna bring some scriptures out after the fact. Right here it is.
Hurt when you get shot? Will these heal up?
Yes.
That's pretty good. Can you learn stuff that you haven't been programmed with?
Process learning. Skynet uses the switching read only center alone. No. Second switch. Rotate the locking cylinders counterclockwise. Do it. Now open the port cover. Pull, break the seal. Good. Now remove the shock damping assembly. Now access the CPU. See it?
Yes.
Put the CPU by its base tab. Pull.
don't trust it. He's my friend, all right? I just like to try to kill one of these things. And if something goes wrong, this could be our last chance, so... No! Look, Mom, you're supposed to be this great military leader. Maybe you should start listening to my leadership ideas once in a while.
What's the problem?
Yeah, well, that's all I want to show from that clip. You see that he took the chip out his head, right? See, that's the whole. That's the direction that they these these the ones, the powers that be, man, the ones that all with all this money that really control this world, and you got the the lower level luminaries. That's what they trying to bring about. They in the seat of the Most High, like the scripture said. They sit in the seat as God. They sit in the seat as God. Roughly paraphrasing. So they trying to create their own reality, create their own way of living forever. Even to what now right now what they doing. Creating their own, trying to create your own foods, your crops and vegetables, even your animals, that your livestock that you eating out of the grocery stores. They trying to create that too. They trying to create life. All to they got those um I'm trying to think of those, what they call the babies. I forgot the proper term that they use. They can alter your babies, alter your baby DNA, genetics, and things like that. See, that's what they are. They trying to play like they the Most High. And we gonna get this out of the scriptures, that if the Most High didn't cut the days short, there would be no flesh left to be saved. And I'm gonna get this out of Mark 3:20, and it says, and except that the Lord hath shortened those days, no flesh shall be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened the days. See, if the Most High, YAHAWAHSHI, haven't shortened the days, there'd be no flesh left to be saved. Um, in the hands of these madmen, Esau, Edom. He had basically, like a lot of brothers state, I agree as well, that what I'm saying, he'd kill off everybody else and also kill himself off. Eventually. This dude is not fit to be in rulership. He cast the law, statutes, and commandments of YAHAWAHSHI to behind him, and he's bringing out his own form of pseudoscience and false realities that he's trying to pass off as true. Like the scripture says, science falsely called. But I think I'm gonna get this out. Seed of God. Well, I know it's in the New Testament. I can't find it. I was worded. Yeah. 2 Timothy 2 and 4. Oh, 2 Timothy 2 and 4, I think. Oh, Second Thessalonians 2 and 4, and it reads, "Who, um, you can start at 3, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, which is none other than Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, who opposes and exalted him, who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God, sitting in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." That's what Esau. That's the point. That's what he's doing. He's trying to sit in the temple. He gave the power. I mean, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Job 9:24. And he sit in the temple. He's sitting in the temple of God. He got all this. He got godlike, a godlike status that he was given. The Most High gave him the power. You know. So that's why he displaying. It's only a particular man, which is a particular nation of people, which is Esau, Edom, the man of sin, the son of perdition. You know, uh, um, I think that's all that I have to speak on this. But I hope the body of YAHAWAHSHI was edified through the video, and giving all praise, honor, and glory again to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kakadash, and double honors to the apostle and the elders that I learned this truth from, the men of GMS and the brethren with a like-minded doctrine, and to the Akim, to the Akim and the Aqua, to you I say Shalom and Wild Bible Ball.